Okay guys, so when you use a chainsaw bar for a while, you got the chain riding in the groove and there's friction. You got bar oil that the saw is pumping into the chain. So on this bar you got it in these two little holes here, or sorry, not these little holes. There's a little hole there. You can see that where the bar oil is pumped in, and that sends the oil straight into the groove. So it's lubricating, it's reducing the friction between the chain and the bar as it runs, and that's going to make the bar and the chain last longer. But eventually the bar is going to wear out, and when I say that, I mean that it's going to dig a deeper groove into the bar, and it may or may not do that evenly. In this case, this side of the bar is higher than this side of the bar. So there's been more pressure from the chain pushed on this side, which means that this bar was not flipped evenly enough. So we were not, you know, when we switch the chain, you're supposed to flip the bar over and over each time so that you're evenly wearing each side of the bar. This bar was used as a ripping bar with an Alaskan mill, so kind of not surprised considering it's mine. Tried to flip it, but didn't do good enough, I guess. So what I'm going to show you how to do is to file down and maintenance the bar so that you get it back down to nice and even. If it's not even, your cuts can dive, they can bow, you can have all kinds of unexpected deflection of the blade because that chain is at an angle and it's going to cut down into the wood not straight. Yeah, to do this I have my my trusty, what is this? It's a Nicholson, looks like 1.25 inches, maybe 1.5 inch file. Nice and long, nice wide face, so we got a lot of filing to do, so I want to get it done as fast as possible with a big file. Yeah, let's get to it. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be taking this side of the groove down to this side, and we're going to be filing across at an angle to do that. And then once they're both even, we're going to take them down. So another important thing to see is that there's like an inner groove. So the chain has worn and there's like a thin little wall on the outsides of this, and then inside it's flat. So there's actually like a little depression. It's like a little valley in there, and then there's the deep groove inside of that. So once we get them even on both sides, then I'm going to take these, I'm going to get rid of that valley. I'm going to take a little extra little nub that's on the two edges here and bring it down to that flat little valley. So then all we have is one flat plane with that deep groove in the center of it. Okay, so obviously in a perfect world I would have a bench with a vise, and I don't have that. So I'm using the deck of my little sawmill, my bandsaw mill, just to set this thing up on. So I'm just going to set it up like so, right here. Let's double check this. One of these sides I already did. Yep, that's the side. Okay, so first I'm just going to start off stabilizing this guy with my foot and my leg here. And I'm going to start taking these strokes. Now I'm going to focus on this edge, the top edge first, because that's the one that's higher. There are certain ways sometimes where I use this thing and it just skips over the metal. It's not actually filing, so you got to find that sweet spot where it's actually biting in, and then you can see filings being produced. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys maybe to fill in the blank there in the comments of exactly how you use the file. But all I know is that I'm getting it oriented so that I'm taking a nice bite. And I can already see some filings sitting on top of the bar. Okay, so now in this area, I now have these two top edges pretty darn level with each other. So now there's a slight little valley. There's a little lip they both still have. I want to take that down so I got flush metal till I only see the deep valley inside. So now I'm gonna, instead of, I was angling like this a little bit before just to hit only this edge. Now I'm gonna angle straight down and come across and take them down both evenly. You know you're doing it right when you see little metal filings, little shavings on the bar there. Okay, so now I'm just going to continue filing all the way around the bar from the tip there to the end there, and the same thing on the other side. And as soon as I get a nice smooth level surface on both sides of this bar, I should be cutting good and straight for a good long while. Eventually this bar, we're going to wear so far down into this groove that I don't even know what you call it, the little teeth that ride of the chain that ride in the groove, the actual chain won't sit all the way flush with the edge of the bar. And definitely by the time you get to that point, it's definitely time for a new bar. But with regular filing, you'll get the full life out of your bar. Once you have your edges filed down all the way, you're probably going to end up, if you feel the edge of the bar, you're probably going to feel a little burr up there that you can get cut on. You want to take that out. So the way to do that is you can literally just, at a slight angle, just ride the file on the edge of that edge to take off that burr. And you can see a teeny little bit of new metal right there, and that's all you need to do to make that nice and smooth, so you don't feel anything when you run your finger off the edge.